In this video, I'm going to do something a little different. I've been doing wind spinners and models, and this is going to kind of go in the model miniature toy category. This is a Steve Good pattern. He calls it a gear art, or kind of a fidget spinner type thing. You'll sit on your desk and fidget with, or kind of play with. Anyway, this is a photo of it. I haven't made it yet, so I wanted to show this photo and show you what I'm making. Like I say, it's Steve Good's, one of Steve Good's products. I think he cut this one possibly with a laser cutter, but it's intended, the original design was intended for scroll saw. So it's made out of Baltic birch plywood. I'll show you the patterns and the plywood here in just a minute. But I'm going to see, so look at this photo and see if I can do as well. Maybe I can make mine look just as good. That's kind of my goal. So stay tuned. We'll look at the patterns. I'll show you. It's very simple. There's a lot of cuts, and you got to be pretty accurate on those gears to make them work, especially on the holes in the center. I think that's key, and plus making them pretty well circular and following those gear teeth around where they'll mesh. So it's not super difficult, but you got to be aware of what you're doing when you cut it. So stay tuned, and stay tuned all the way to the end and see if mine looks anything like this one. So hang on, and I'll show you the patterns, and we'll start cutting it out. So these are the patterns and the material. Material is not real complex. That's the photo of what I want it to look like. This is just one sheet of Baltic birch plywood, 1/4 inch Baltic birch, and it won't take the whole sheet. And then I got a piece of 1/2 inch for the base. And they said you could use a piece of 1/2 inch or stack 2/4 inch. So, but I got plenty of 1/2 inch material. I pulled that little bit off of a board. So I also got these axle pegs. That's what's going to go be the axles that these shafts that these gears spin on. And I got a little piece of 1/4 inch dowel that goes right here. That's what you spin it with. I've got these, he's got a nice little dot in the center of these. I've got them marked with a scratch awl. I've taken these into my drill gauge to make sure what size holes I need. And I'm going to drill a 7/32 in these. And then I'm going to drill a 15/64 in these. I already got the drill bits out and marked. What I normally do in something like this, I got them marked real nicely with a little dot with the scratch awl. And I'll take my scroller's drill and use a real small drill to drill the first hole, and then I'll go to an 1/8 inch, and then I'll do them all with that 1/8 inch, and then I'll move up to the proper size for each one. Now, this one I'm going to do in a 1/4 inch because that's a 1/4 inch dowel. It's actually what I need for that one. That's an oak dowel. It's a little oversized, so a 1/4 inch fits very snug. So I got to drill those holes, and then I got to drill the entry holes to cut these out along with that one. And then it'll just be a matter of putting it together, which should be really quick. So I've got a lot of cutting to do, but I'm going to do this drilling first, and then I'll move to the scroll saw, get me a new blade in it, and we'll cut it and see if I can make it go together and work right. Well, it's all cut out, and I got it dry fit. Nothing's glued. The gears are a little loose there. I just want to see if there's any areas that bind, and so far I'm not seeing anything. They do bind occasionally because they're loose. I say that one just fell out. So they seem to be working really well. I don't need to do any adjustments, it doesn't look like. I'll get those glued in, get everything put together, and then we'll see how it works. If there's any adjustment to be made, I don't think there will be. If I need to sand a tooth or something, I can spin that to the outside and work on it. But this primary test looks like everything's okay, so I'm going to put it together. There it is. That's the finished product. Steve Good calls it gear art. And that's the photo of his. And I do believe that was probably cut with, his was cut with a laser cutter. Designed this pattern for the scroll saw, but it could be used on a laser cutter. Well, I did it on scroll saw, and it works. I'll have to say, I think probably I achieved what I was after. It looks like that one, and it works. It's no binding. It works smoothly. To be honest, I'm never completely 100% happy with everything I do. I always think of things I could have done better. My wife wanted me to paint the gears different colors, but I just kind of like it natural. I may do that later. I don't know, but right now this is what I'm going to live with for a little while. It's kind of a neat little thing. Not only call it gear art, I think you call it like a fidget device you can put on your desk at work or at your home desk. And I think you could spin that and contemplate a little bit to kind of distract your mind so you can think deeply maybe. Anyway, if you like that, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. He's got a few other things similar to this. I like things that you put together that move. It's kind of like building a machine. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.